Good evening, people. We are back for another video here with the Rusty Nuts and at Mad Ford Engineering. In the background is Mick, just there, and Lesage. No Dave tonight, it's just me working on Bob. Dave's travelling with work, so I'm going to tinker and get a few things done. So Mick has very kindly, let me show you this lot, sneak peek, has painted some stuff for us. He had the booth up and running and painting the gun, so he's painted a couple of bits for us. Now you can see this is a bit of a sneak peek and the lighting's not great, but that is what I'm going to do today. The fuel tank, look at the gloss on that bad boy. So I'm going to fit that and then see what time I have and then see what else I can get put on. So yeah, so we're going to get on with that tonight. I'll try and place you somewhere close. I've got a big bit of a mag mount for the and do crazy things like that, look. So mag mounted to the car, and look, no hands. So I'll try and get you a little bit closer to the old action. I've got a fuel tank fixing kit here, which just so happened to come out of the box of bits that we tidied up the other day. So we'll get a jack underneath it, a bit of a cloth, lift it up, and then try and get the bolts on, because they're a bit of a pig. They are a bit of a pig to get in. But yeah, get the second tank on, and that's both fuel tanks fitted then. That's another thing ticked off the box, isn't it? So all is good. Let's get on. So we've got the fuel tank here. I'm just got it resting on a jack, because last time we did this, we tried to hold it up while putting bolts in, and it was a very foolish thing to do. So, you can get it into location now, using the jack and a bit of skill and luck. And then it kind of holds itself into position, then you see, like so. And get these holes to line up. I'll show you in a second once I can get it closer. There's one hole in the back which get lined up like so, and then the front hole should line up like so. Makes it look so easy. Yes. Right, let's bring you up closer. So it's resting on a jack, as you can see. Then we've got to get these holes here lined up and get some bolts through them. So let's see if I can put you in a better location. How's that? Yes. Right. Hello, back in the room. Hello. Right, got bits. I'll show you the how to do the rear one first. Well, God, it's going to be difficult to show you how to do it because you can't get in. But what I'll do is I'll film this bit and show you how they go together. Now Mick has told me how they go together. So here we go. You can see here there is a big long bolt. Let me take it apart and I'll show you. Here we go. So you have this bit here, that goes on the back of the vehicle. Then there is, I'm trying to find a place where you can see it. No. Yes. Right, then the big washer goes over like that. Then that goes over like that. Then the fuel tank goes on there like that. Then that goes over there like that. Then there's a washer there that goes like that. Then a spring washer like that. No, I've lied to you. Let me start again. Let me start again. Washer, bush, fuel tank, bush. Then it goes onto the outrigger. Then drop that on the floor like a twat. Pick it back up again. Put that on there, flat washer. Spring washer! Spring washer. Spring washer. It's very important. Spring washer. And then a nut. on the top of it. Mick's just said that'll be on his gravestone. So I'm not really going to be able to show you how to do this because I can't get you in to see it because the way that the outrigger is designed. But hopefully that explanation will give you a little picture of how to do it, and then we'll come to the front ones in a second. Right then, back in the room. Anybody that knows or has fitted one of these before will know how much of a pain in the absolute arse getting that rear bolt in is. So I spared you the grief of listening to me swear and grunt. So we'll move on to the front ones now. So they're relatively simple. They are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Very good, very nice. Mick, bolt up or down? Yeah. Please hold.
Bolt down.
Up. Nuts on the top, look at it.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah. Yeah. I obviously had to check that it was correct to mix standards because nobody wants that. I've learnt my lesson, Mick. You don't need to tell me twice. So, sometimes 3 times, but not twice. So having a jack hold this up while you do this. The first time we did it on the other side, Dave was holding the fuel tank while I was trying to find the bolts and the nuts, and I couldn't find the holes, and he was getting a little bit agitated. I was getting agitated because I was under pressure, and it was a bit messy. But so 1, 2, and then the third one's going to go here, but we have got a washer missing, so please hold. Then the final ones, it's so much easier when you do that. There we go. Right, just tighten them bad boys up. Bad boy.
Job done, isn't it?
Yeah. I know what to do next. So many shiny parts. That's not the right size, Liam, that. 13 mil. La 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 la. Right, so you'll probably notice, or you may not if you've fallen asleep at this point, you may notice that I didn't tighten any of them up. And the idea of that is, and especially didn't tighten the one at the back, is because you want the tank to be able to settle into its natural position. So you can let the jack off and away, you see, not jack off, might be wrong.
You could jack on,
I mean, you know, if that's your thing,
no,
nobody's judging. It's a modern world. It's a,
Plus 37 cold stars. Tell me your RC.
Yeah. Right, so we've got, these are all being torqued up to a specific torque. And the torque setting, if you want to know, is in the Haynes manual. Click, click, click.
I reckon let's have one of the sausages cups of tea.
That sounds like an idea. And he's not busy.
He's completely on jankers again.
Oh, what have you done this time?
It was an A1 on Friday.
Oh, did you make a promise and not carry it on?
Yeah.
What a letdown. So I'm not going to show you how to do the back one because I can't get you in. So there we go, fuel tank fitted. Not a particularly difficult job, just a little bit finicky. It's just this back bolt here, trying to get it all in and get the washer on at the same time it's a fiddly job. It's not difficult. So yeah, that's in, looking good, looking very nice. If you're doing this on your own, use a trolley jack, cloth on the bottom of it, hold it up into position. You can actually jack it up to the point where it meets the metal work of the body, chassis, sorry. Once it hits that, it kind of holds itself in place. So yeah, it makes it a lot easier than trying to get somebody to hold it while you're finding the holes. It's a tricky one otherwise. So yeah, that's in now. I'm going to see if we can find the other fuel tank to get the sender off it, because I don't know where that went, but I'll see if I can find it. What did we do with it? Anyway, I'll come back to you. I'm going to take the paint off the surround for the fan and then bolt the fan back on. Basically, I'm just tinkering because there's only so much I can do on my own without before start bolting big stuff back on and painting and so forth. So we're going to get that done now. Just a bit of 80 grit on a sander. Beautiful. There we go. Right, so these are a 1/4 inch UNF. So this is a helicoil set if anybody's used one of these before, but this had been helicoil before and I didn't realise, so we're having to tap this one out to metric, I'm afraid. It is what it is. So the kit comes with, normally you get a drill bit, which is that there. So you would drill the hole out, then you would run a tap through it, which is, hang on, please hold caller, which is one of those. And then you get one of these that then screws inside, and you've got like a little tab on the back of it like that, and that engages with this tool. Like so, and then that'll allow you to screw this down into the hill like so, and then you use this tool to put it through the hole, and then you can tap the bit off at the bottom like that. Simple. And we'll get that back. You gotta get the holes to line up because you don't want to start stripping threads. There we go. Okay, so metric one in first. Flat washer and a spring washer, 7/16 socket. So we don't want to pinch that one up too much, so literally just wrist tight and turn it. Try and go the opposite sides if you can, like if you're putting a wheel on. I mean, most of you that are watching this will know all this anyway, but I didn't want you to teach you to suck eggs. I don't want to teach you to suck eggs, which is easy for you to say. There we go. Lovely jubbly. That's another job ticked off the list. So, there we go. You may notice the attire has changed. It's quite cold. So, we are back. It's Thursday. We got the tank on Tuesday. A little bit of tinkering in. Dave's back. Dave's over. There he is. There's Dave. Mick's here as well. There he is. It's just us three tonight. It's quite quiet. It's nice. So we're going to start prepping some stuff and getting it in paint. So Dave's over here now, working his way through all the little bits and bobs that need to be primered. then we can split the stuff out that needs to be painted black, get some black on those bits. That'll help for rebuilding the dash. In the meantime, I'm going to start working on I'll switch it over, the wings, trying to get them ready to the point where they can be painted, because we can start to get the front end back together. That's some really good progress, and then it starts to look like we've achieved something, because at the minute it's all little bits, and it's you know, it's a bit of a motivator in it, so that's good. And then we're just going to see what we get done, basically. I'm not promising anything. We'll just get on and get what we can done. We've got to cut the bolts off to separate the side wings, because Dave's got some new plastic ones to go on, which they can be prepped and primed. And then there's some work to do on the tops of the wings, side of the wings, get them up to the point where they can be painted. We've got a front panel to repair, but that's probably going to be on Tuesday now. We can get that out and prep that up, get that ready for paint, because there's 2 little repair panels that need to be done on it. And then we can start working our way through the body panels, get the bits painted that we can do, try and get the vents back on, because that's another job on the bulkhead complete. Dashboard panels, switchgear panels, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, you'll see. Dave's going to set up a camera in the booth so you can see some time lapse, and I'll set you up somewhere so you can see what I'm doing here on a time lapse as well. So stick with us. So the first thing we're going to do with these wings, that one, the other wing's got sort of a little bit of work to do. So I'm going to come back to that one. I'm going to concentrate on this one because I want to try and get this, at least the wings in primer anyway. But first thing we've got to do is going to get these bolts off. They won't come undone, so we're just going to cut through them. So we're going to do that. So we'll sort that out, and then I'll cut these off. I'll put you on time lapse because you're not going to want to see this in real time, because it'll be boring as AF. Right then, that's it for tonight. We're just packing up. We've got to get some wheels in a car so we can get tyres and chisel on it. Shiny! Shiny! So we've got one wing prepped down here. Come on, here it is. There it is. Excellently displayed there by our model. That's been taken off. Managed to get all the nuts and bolts undone. Amazing. With a grinder. So we've taken that off, and the wing is now in the booth, as you'll have seen, in primer. So that one's ready to receive its outer, which we can't do tonight because we need to use some adhesion promoter, which we haven't got, and I don't know where it's kept, so we're not going to start snooping.
They're plastic, aren't they?
Yeah, they're plastic, so they're going to need scuffing, an adhesion promoter, then priming, then we can put the paint on them. And we're doing it separately, so we managed to get paint down the crease, so there's no gaps of fresh paint, of fresh steel, so it'll rot. That's what we're avoiding. And we've got the other one down here. This one is unfortunately going to take a little bit more work because there's some filler at the front here that we need to dig out and then try and sand it. And I'm going to leave the side wing on. You may have noticed in the time lapse there, I was really struggling. Once I took the side off, trying to sand it, it was dancing all over the floor. So I'm going to leave. Where are you? There I am. Yeah. Hello. I'm going to leave the side on that one when we prep it, then cut it off, and then we've just got to do the side then, so it makes it nice and easy. So that's done. You've been painting in the booth. We've got a load. Where are you? I'm a really shit cameraman.
So I've got triangle.
Triangle face. Dave's been priming in the booth as well. I'll take you on a quick tour of the booth, just show you what it is. It's baking at the minute, so that's why the noise is in the background. So once we've got those baked, we can bring them in. So they're baking off now. We're going to take these wheels off, load them in the car, and then we should be able to take the stuff out of the booth just before we go home, so we can do a tidy up. So all is good. So thank you very much for watching this one. I don't know how long it's going to be, so if it's a short one, I'm sorry. If it's a long one and we've waffled, I'm sorry. But we'll see you in the next one. Links below. You know the score by now. Anybody that's new to the channel, DJI, if you want anything from DJI, there's a link below. There's a link to all our merch, Mix channel, etc, etc. You can get yourself a cool t-shirt or jumper or hat or baby grow. There's loads.
Baby grow.
Baby grow. Yeah, you know, for all of you baby grow Land Rover fans. Anyway, enough shit. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.